had several failed attempts in the past. You have to replace your non-stick pans. I don't know, I just felt like I failed myself. Entire section for shiny Pokemon. But they're not gonna be rude, you know? Do you guys read manga? Taking me on a date today. Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back to the video, the channel. So happy to have you here. It is Wednesday. It is quite gloomy where I am. Very cloudy too. Alright, so a little bit of an interruption because of the update, but we should be able to proceed. And the audio seems to be going well. Usually when there's updates it messes with my audio recording, but looks like it's good. It is April 18. Got a good amount of sleep for my Snorlax, which is amazing. And let's see if we're lucky today. It's super cloudy and it feels very humid. No shiny. Do I want to catch that Caterpie though? Or that Chikorita, even though I have a pretty decent one already. So I think I'll save my biscuits and I won't use them, especially since we have the event happening next week. Oh, but it's a hungry Chikorita. Okay, so if it's a hungry one, I'm gonna throw it a cookie. And then we're gonna stop there. And we'll see what shows up at nap time instead. So we will now end the session and move along with our day. So in terms of portrait, I think I'll choose the Chikorita. So that everyone can get the Chikorita candies. Oh, I thought it bugged for a moment. So, last night wow, that's quite a bit of help. Last night for dinner, well not night, in the evening for dinner, I attempted to make pan-seared salmon. Usually I make salmon in the oven because it's just way easier. But I love when you pan-sear salmon on a frying pan because then the skin gets crispy and that part is like so good. So I've had several failed attempts in the past and that kind of steered me off from making salmon. But I decided, you know what, I'm gonna try again. So I built up the courage. I was going to make a garlic, honey, soy salmon. And I was watching a lot of videos to make sure I got the temperature right and everything so that I can get the skin to be nice and crispy and to release off the pan. So I cook with stainless steel. I only have stainless steel because if you have your coated pans or Teflon pans, then make sure you're not scraping it with silverware or you're gonna scrape the non-stick coating off. And with those, you also have to replace them after like several years, maybe like a year or two. Yeah, but did you know you have to replace your non-stick pans or else they just don't work anymore, and then the stuff underneath and the scratches, you'll get like, look it up, it's just not good for your health. So instead of getting non-stick and not feeling bad about having to replace it, because then it's like, where do you put your old pans, like, you know? I decided when I moved out, I'm just going to invest in good stainless steel and learn how to cook with that. So it hasn't been a problem so far. I have no issues making fried eggs on it, but when it comes to salmon, for the life of me, I cannot get it right. So that happened yesterday again. I tried making salmon on the pan and the skin just kept sticking, and I just felt so discouraged, and I was very sad because that meant when my boyfriend came home, dinner is not going to be exactly how I envisioned it to look, and he doesn't really care for the aesthetics as long as it tastes good. But I don't know, I just felt like I failed myself, you know, so felt pretty sad about that. But the updates came, so we've already seen all of this. So yeah, if any of you guys have any tips on how to make salmon on a stainless steel, let me know. Oh wow, so we've already seen some people change their portrait to the shiny. I think I'm gonna do it too. I want to change it to a shiny Sylveon. So I've had it as Ditto for quite some time, but it's nice to get a little bit of a refresh. So we're here. Oh, so there's an entire section for shiny Pokemon. Ooh, this is so neat. So I will choose this one. So cute. But yeah, that's my cooking fail. I did have a cooking win though. Wait, before I move on with that, another reason why I hate cooking salmon, frying salmon, is I hate oil splatters. It's just, I hate it so much. It's like additional cleanup, and on top of that, when you're frying fish, the smell of the fish gets into the oil, and then the oil splatters, and if you don't clean that up, it's going to really smell so bad on your kitchen walls. And for those of you who don't clean your oil splatters, you should, before the oil turns rancid on your walls, and then you become nose blind to that scent, and you're inviting guests over, and they're like, interesting, but they're not going to be rude, you know? And Jonathan, congrats on the shiny Snover. At least I think that's shiny, right? I'm pretty sure that's shiny. Let me check it up real quick. Might be making a fool out of myself. So I have confirmed it is a shiny Snover. Congrats. Very beautiful. And that is a Onyx. My legs are itchy. Haven't seen much Onyxes, especially because with every event going on, like Topalo gets like no love. Oh my god! And Yeshua found a shiny Altaria. It's so beautiful. And then their portrait too is now the shiny Altaria. But yeah, cooking fail, hate the cleanup, the oil smells nasty, and it's just such a mess. But I did have a cooking win. I think I made my best bone broth batch ever. And I say that every time because I feel like every time I make it again, I'm tweaking a little something different to see if I can make it even better than the last time. So the things I did different, usually with my bone broth, I use chicken feet because they're super cheap and packed with collagen. So instead of using like your fancier cuts of bones to make bone broth with, I just use chicken feet. I get it from my local Asian grocery store, and they're clean and they make beautiful chicken bone broth. So I use that, super cheap, half a kilo for like under 4 pounds for a pot that will last me a week. And it's great. And on top of that, I use onion and garlic, like several cloves of garlic. Before I use just yellow onion, and I would use yellow onion because the color of the peel would seep into the broth and give it that beautiful gold color to it. But this time around, I used a sweet onion, which really helped enhance the flavor and overall aroma of the broth. On top of that, with the garlic cloves, this time around, I crushed them. Usually I would just peel it, cut the end off, and then like plop it in. But this time I took the end of my knife and I really like gave it a good crush and a smash. And that released so much of the fragrance of the garlic, the flavor of the garlic, and I tasted it in my bone broth yesterday and I was like, this is so good. And instead of using salt to season, I use Vietnamese fish sauce. Although I probably should be using salt since you get that extra like iodine and everything. And I could benefit from getting all my vitamins and mineral. But I like the saltiness that fish sauce adds to it. And contrary to the name, it doesn't taste fishy. It adds for a beautiful like salty umami-ness. So yeah, I'm very excited to drink my bone broth later today. I'm always very happy when I make my bone broth because it just feels like a little self-love thing that you do for yourself. You know, it takes a long time to get a pot of bone broth done, and doing something like that for yourself is very much a beautiful way to show love and appreciation for yourself. I love seeing the shiny portraits. It is a sight for sore eyes, seeing everyone flex their favorite shinies. And let's see. So these are the 2 Pokemons I caught yesterday because they were hungry. So this is my Diglett. I already have a shiny Diglett that I use for leeks and tomatoes, but this is it. And then the Eevee that I caught, which is Speed of Help down. So this one going to the bin. And I need to organize and clear out my box because got quite a lot. There was something else I wanted to talk about, but I totally forgot. But on another note, do you guys read manga? And if you do you read it on your phone? Do you read it on your desktop? Or do you have an e-reader? Because lately I've been seeing the girlies read manga on e-readers, and there's a certain e-reader called the Kobo, and you have like the up button, down button, and it's like fits nicely ergonomically with the curve into your palm like that. And I'm quite interested, and I didn't know that people could read manga on there. I only ever associated e-readers with just like traditional books, but some people have been using it for manga, although I see like some mixed reviews about like frame rates and everything. But yeah, do you guys use anything like that to read your manga? Let me know, because I'm very curious and kind of doing a little bit of research to see whether or not it's worth it, because I have like a list of romance mangas that I want to read, and also Spy Family that I want to read as well. So this is gonna be yet another short video. It is very gloomy, so I hope it's not going to rain too much later into the evening, because my boyfriend is taking me on a date today. So I'm very happy because that means we get to spend some quality time outside, and also because it means I get a little break from cooking today, which is great. So hopefully the weather will be not too bad by the time he is back and by the time we go out to enjoy our dinner. But those are my plans today. Very excited. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and join us in the Discord if you haven't yet. Everyone is super nice there, and it's a really great community. So take care, you guys. Good luck. Have fun. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.